So I decided to start this YouTube channel and not really know where to start. Besides, in probably the most unconventional way, I really started to lose everything at 40. I mean, a little bit before that. And by 42, I left everything I had except the debt and left with a backpack. So I really don't know where to start the story. You know, overall, I'd like to become a live streamer because I think it's more of a conversation than a story that should be told. Um, but it pretty much started with COVID. My aunt got in a motorcycle accident and her boyfriend passed away and she is paralyzed. And my mom being airlifted to the hospital because when she was moving her stuff out of her house, she started losing feeling in her face. So she got airlifted and was in the hospital for 3 days. Really woke me up. And yeah, I mean, it's a story that can be told and help people. And I guess what happened was, and I'm sorry I keep looking this way, but you know, it's not really easy to accept myself either. You know, I don't have anything, but I like it now. Um, so I was bartending in Vegas when COVID happened, and it really opened up my eyes to um, paying attention to yourself, I guess. Um, yeah, there wasn't much to do, and believe it or not, I think we cut back on our drinking because we were able to enjoy ourselves going and traveling within the means we could to national parks and state parks and getting out in nature in the way that eased whatever mental issue I have. It really hooked me. And then you couple that with, and what happened with that story was my mom called me and told me, and I told her I was in Las Vegas at the time, and my aunt lives in the middle of nowhere, Arkansas, and my mom said we're going to leave and go unpack her house. She's paralyzed. She won't be coming home, so we got to get everything out. I said, okay, let me go with you. She gave me the list of people. She said, let me go with you. I'm sorry. I said, let me go with you. You don't have any muscle. She goes, no, no, that'll be all right. We'll be whatever. I said, well, don't take it too hard, you know? Oh, we won't. So they get down there, everything goes okay. They let me know if they get down there, and she calls me, and I missed her phone call. I called back, and my stepdad answered her phone, and he never does. And I said, hey, how's it going? He goes, well, not so good. First words out of his mouth were, I was watching your mother was watching me, and we were taking it easy, slow. We worked a little bit in the morning. We took our lunch break, and then after our lunch break, we went back to work. And about a half hour into it, your mom started losing feeling in her face. So they took her to the nearest hospital. That hospital took her in an airplane, took her to a bigger hospital in Arkansas. Um, and that's all he knew. He wasn't able to go to the hospital, so he had to basically sit outside. And I'm not the best at consoling anybody because I think I get too emotional. um, I have a real issue expressing emotion. So after that, a couple of days go by, and all the blood tests are good. So they tell her We were waiting on two. They told her drive home, but drive straight home. I'm from Iowa. Okay, so she drives home, and a couple days go by, and you know the realization that you're about ready to lose your mother doesn't smack you in the face until it does. You know, but she made it home, and a couple days later, she got that blood test back, and the doctor calls her, and everything looked good. Besides, as he said, she had a little marijuana in her system, and she goes, "Excuse me, I had what? Beg your pardon." However, my mom speaks. He said you had some marijuana in your system. Well, that really freaked her out for all kinds of reasons, insurance purposes, this, that, and the other. One, two, she couldn't figure out how it got in there. Well, as she says, it was my own fat ass fault. There was a brownie in the fridge. She hadn't been high since she was 18. That was a long time ago. So, yeah, she was high. That's it. So, after that happened, my mom's not a big seafood person. It really clicked in that you don't have as much time as you think with anybody, and when it ends, it's over. So, I was getting ready to turn 40, and I said, she always said I would eat lobster. I'm sorry, I told you I'm a bad storyteller. I will eat lobster only if it's from Maine. Well, with that little incident, we decided to go to Maine. We went to Maine, came back, and to really cut down to the core of it, you know, I have my issues. I have my issues. I found myself staring at a wall, like having a conversation with myself I've never had. And I don't know if you've had it before, and if you have, I think you know you've had it. And there was an angel, and there was a devil, and that devil was a son of a bitch. I'll tell you that much. In the best way, I don't like sharing my thoughts, but we're this is I don't even know where the story goes. You know, you lost everything. You feel like crap. You made a promise you'll never break. You don't give a crap about anything, right? Like you look around, you see all your stuff. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Then you have this other side. If you don't care about it, go prove it. You say that all the time. So I look for a break. In bartending, I thought I could go work at bartend on a ski resort or something, just to kind of get away. This is in August. And I'm sorry, this is in August 2023. Fast forward there. There you go. There's mental health for you. Anyhow, what was I saying? I'm so sorry. Shit. Shoot. August 2023, I did that. Oh, conversation with the wall. And every question I asked myself, I never answered. Really. I mean, that's what it came down to. Like I said, I don't need this. So do something about it. Don't have it. Oh, so I go and I started looking at bartending gigs. Um, I looked at going down to Mexico for some cheap living. Found a VA, or not a VA. Jeez, not a VA. I'm so sorry. A freestanding American Legion building. Found the guy on an interview. Talked to him. He gave me the best advice he could, and he just wanted me to know that I'd be about 20 years younger than everybody else. I didn't mind that. And then I realized that like I wanted more than nothing. I wanted nothing. Like I had stuff. And I always said I don't give a shit about it. Well, you go find out what it's like freaking living with nothing, and then you say that. And then you say that. And that's me to me. That's it. I'm not anybody to tell anybody what to do with their life. I made all the mistakes, unfortunately. You know, or fortunately, I don't know. Let's see where this goes. So I found a work exchange program, and I went back down, started looking at Mexico, and there was this place where you would take classes and sleep on the dirt, and that was perfect for me. Now that's crazy. I think maybe not. I don't know what it is. So I called my mom because if there's one person I'm concerned about, it's my mother. And I gave her this idea, and she looked into it, asked me some questions, and ultimately her advice was, I get it, I understand, but do you have to be so drastic? Can you start in the States? Okay. So to appease my mother, I applied for one place in Hawaii, which was like a farm yoga retreat, and then a co-living spot in Massachusetts. And Hawaii was the first people to get back to me, but they wanted me to do something else. And Massachusetts said, "Yeah, when were you thinking?" I was like 3 days. I don't know exactly. I can't remember. It was short. Give me a minute. I'll be able to find it. This is how long this inbox. It was in. Okay. So I applied for this job or this work exchange, and I can go over that too. I just don't know what to go over because there's so much information. And it basically started my journey to visit 10 different countries, teach English, work on farms, and ultimately, for now, it's settled me in Thailand. And like I said, I would just really like to get enough subscribers from zero people that interest, whether it be 40, mental issues, curious about work exchanges. I don't care. I'm not doing this to be popular. I'm doing this to help whoever it is because it changed my life. It changed my life. It gave me direction. It gave me a deeper understanding, meaning, enlightenment, alignment, all of it. And I only think that it can be, like I said, I only think it can be discussed. Um, and my expressions are always aggressive enough. This seems like the best way. So if it sounds at all familiar, please consider subscribing. And, I will commit to you 2 hours every day from that minute. If you think I have something to offer you, if you think I have something to offer you, and I can get my cheeks out of my tongue. So, anyway, I went to this work exchange. I've been doing them ever since it landed me here. And it's just a really amazing story. If you're a kid and you're trying to figure out how to have the conversation with your parents about doing a work exchange, even, that would be good. My daughter's 21. I waited till she was old enough, and before I could get too far away, I guess. You know, I don't know. So I can just be me, and the screen is our barrier, so I don't scare you. So, anyways, thanks for watching. And like I said, if you think it appeals, the second that I get enough people, I'll just go live for 2 hours, leave it up, and it is what it is. I am who I am. I have nothing. I have two backpacks. And if it doesn't fit in those backpacks, I don't take it with me. So, I don't know. Up to you. And sorry I keep going like this, but I'm nervous. Probably the same reason a lot of others haven't posted their videos. We look stupid. We sound stupid. We're bald. We're gray. We're wrinkled. There's light. This isn't entertaining. Screw it. I get 50 every single day, 2 hours. I promise you that much. I love you guys. I promise if you're watching this, I love you. Best of luck.